everybody. This is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and today I have another Valentine's Day project for you. Now this is the last day of Valentine's because it's actually Valentine's Day, and this project is also part of my design team projects over at 3 Girl Jam, but I wanted to share it with you. This is a Pinterest inspired project. Let me explain the Pinterest project, and then I'll tell you how mine's totally different. The Pinterest inspired project that I found is I found somebody had taken an old window and they had taken what looked like vinyl letters or something and put a scripture verse on it and some photographs on it, and somebody said it would be something that would be a good idea for an engagement party or something like that. Well, I like that idea. I don't have access to a vinyl or to a window, and so I decided to do an acrylic book that I had. But then I decided that wouldn't work as well as what I remembered having these canvases. Now I've had these canvases for quite some time, probably over a year and a half probably, and hadn't done anything with them, and I thought I would use that and then I could do some fun techniques on it. So let me show you what I used. First of all, I had a 12 by 12 canvas. This is just a canvas that I picked up at Hobby Lobby or at my Joann's one time when it was either on sale or with a coupon, so I didn't pay a lot for it. And that's going to be the base of my project. Then I had saved, remember from earlier posts, I had saved some of my heart cutouts, and this is one of them I had saved, and I used that on my project, which I will show you how. I had already actually thrown that away, and I decided to get that out. Then from Tim Holtz, I have a paper stash. It's an old paper stash that is seasonal. And I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's just a paper stash. And I used one of the little cards here from this Tim Holtz collection. And then I used the same K & Company papers that I've been using throughout the whole 14 days. And then I pulled out some Mod Podge and some icicle stickles. I found these Recollection leaves that have glitter on them. And then I used 2 different glimmer mists, the same 2 that you've seen on other projects. I pulled Cherub Pink and Candy Apple Red. And then the last thing that I pulled, and I set it over here, give me just a second. The last thing that I used was this mask that I had from Tim Holtz that I had never used before. So let's show you the project. I had already prepped the pictures because I had planned on doing this project, and I had chosen a bunch of pictures, and it ended up I wasn't able to use them all. But this is the finished project. So let me tell you what I did. I pulled out the Cricut Art Philosophy cartridge and that K & Company paper that I've been using, and I am down to this last piece of this particular paper. I only have like about a couple inches wide by 12 inches long left, and then this heart was already cut out, and this die cut was one that was left over from another project earlier in the process, as was this one. This is the center of this heart. So to start with, I put down that heart paper that I showed you, and I kind of centered it, and I used the Candy Apple Red to spray it. And you can see it's kind of been smeared in here with some of the Mod Podge, but that's okay. You still get the idea that there are hearts peeking through. And then I took and the mask, and I put it down over the top, and then I put just like a sheet to cover on this side, and I spritzed with the pink so that you can just barely see some of the canvas coming through here. Then I alternated it the other way and did it here as well. And so that was my base, and that's the colors you see with the pink and the red. Then as I mentioned, I used the art philosophy cartridge to cut my letters out of that red, and it says Song of Solomon 3:4, I found him whom my soul loves, which is only part of the verse. And then I took the pictures, and I had just enough of that red paper to mat these photos. I cut them down, matted them, and Mod Podged them on as well. And then I had a leftover doily, which you see peeking out right here, from the other day when I did the project where I couldn't decide if I was going to use the pink or the red, so I had made them both, and then I ended up using the pink. So what I did is I used the pink, I used the red doily and put it on the bottom with, and then I put the heart. I had this one large heart of this same paper left over, and I Mod Podged that down, and I Mod Podged this little vintage Valentine girl in this envelope, and I Mod Podged that down. These flowers are Prima flowers, and they were actually cream colored, so you lose some of the pink because when I sprayed the cream color pink, it takes on almost more of a peachy color, but it picks up some of these larger splotches of pink that come through that almost look peachy too. And then this one I sprayed with a candy apple red. Then here I have some 3 Girl Jam candy what's it called? Christmas candy ribbon. And then here I do as well, and I used a jump ring or ring, and I ran it through a charm. Now I've got this glued down here and here so it will stay right where I have it, and I use glossy accents for all my larger pieces. Everything else was just Mod Podged down. And then I Mod Podged over the top of my scripture letters because I wanted them to be really secure and not just Mod Podged below. And then what that did is that did kind of mute out the pink around the edges, just like it did the red everywhere where there's Mod Podge. It does change the colors a little bit. I don't mind that. It just kind of adds to the depth of the different colors of paints coming through. And then on the back, what I did is I put Valentine's 2012. Then I got some more of that ribbon. Sorry, I got off camera there. Got some more of that ribbon and just stapled it to the back so that I have a hanging. So there I have today's project. You'll see some better pictures at the end. It's kind of hard to fit this all on my camera screen. But this is probably, I may show 1 or 2 more Valentine's project. I have some ATCs. I know we missed a post yesterday. I will post something on the 15th to make up for the post that we missed on the 13th. So there we have my Valentine's project for my husband. I forgot to tell you, I stickled this little heart down here. So thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember to take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.